We are back yet again with another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video. My name is D-Free here today. We are using a full Extreme Z-AWAKEN team, so stay tuned for part 2. Part 2 will feature the rest, because there's actually 12 total, of course, on JP right now that you can use to formulate 2 different teams. Of course, I'm talking about the Family Kamehameha, the new Super Saiyan 3 STR Goku Awakening, well, old SS3 Goku, but, you know, Awakening for him, things of that nature. So we will have more of that. Anyways, let's go ahead and jump into this. These are all the Dokkan Festival exclusive ones right now. Of course, hopefully in the future we get more, right? So to begin, we are taking on the Buhan event. So a couple of key things to look for. The reason I took this one on is because I figured it would be a good challenge. We don't have a whole lot of HP, but I'm honestly surprised we still have this much HP. So that's another thing to consider is that, you know, maybe it's a little bit difficult, just the way that this breaks down. And then, of course, the stat boost that we may or may not have. 70,000 defense is solid. It could be a lot better, for example, on other teams. I digress. Other than that, another thing to look at and pay attention to is that Gohan will be boosted for this event due to having the power bestow by God. Link, I'm pretty sure it's just him having it. I don't know if it needs to be active, like GT, for example, for those events. We'll double check that. Of course, we'll figure it out as we play. And as the event progresses, as you guys know, this fight actually gets easier. So, to begin, we have Kid Buu here. The leader skill offers 3 key and 50% to HP and defense. So we have this much HP based on the raw stats these units have. And I'm not done awakening them and all that stuff. Like, I am done awakening, but not done. This isn't even mine, but not done with the orb investment in most of them. Well, some of them anyway. But if you look at these guys, I mean, look at these stat gains that they have. 7,000 is insane. Look at Gohan's attack stat, flat 90k. I mean, look at this. These units, like, he's not even done, but they have so much stat gain. It allows for them to just have overall really high numbers. So Kid Buu, other than that, offers HP, or excuse me, attack up to 80% depending on how much HP you have. So the higher HP, the better you are, just like his passive. But right now we're going to use this. I can't really trust this first rotation, especially because I don't have any way to really defend. I'll leave them how they are, actually. So we will try to trigger the Dokkan meter a little bit here. We're going to go for that. Do I really... Next round I'm going to have Frieza, so I don't want to use too many orbs, actually. I changed my mind. I'll have Frieza next round, so we will use this. I really need Frieza alongside Super Saiyan 3 Goku because good news is that they have Over and a Flash together. Other than that, I think I'm going to have Gohan and Broly linking for Saiyan lineage and Gohan supering early and things like that. It works a little bit more consistently. Cell, unfortunately, is kind of the odd man out. Unless he's getting Rainbow Orbs, he's really going to struggle for super attacks. So let's see how much a super does against us with the item up. 35k, though. Okay, not bad. You know, really, that's just because the insane amount of stat boost I got from these 2 Kid Buus. Like, these guys are out here supporting so much. I was looking at Goku's defense, and I was like, honestly, 70 seems really high. It's because of these 2. Like, that's normal for him on a normal team. But here, of course, with these 2 Kid Buus in rotation with them. All right, so this shouldn't do very much damage at all. Yeah, okay, so we're good. We maintain Kid Buu's passive for another couple of rounds here. Frieza's getting off my rotation because I do need him to float. Cell actually is really good here. He can get that and get a super. Supering early is really, really paramount here for this setup because it's going to allow all 3 of them to super, actually, which is cool. I didn't see that coming at first. Okay, so we'll do this. Legit, the Gohan passive and then Cell's EZA to get more key just allow for them to super here. And of course, Cell's not really going to take any damage. And Frieza's EZA, his passive right now is null and void because I didn't put him in the first spot. So he's not really doing anything different than he normally would. But he does do the double attack to make up for it. I guess he heard me talking there. So, and double crits too. So good job, Frieza, coming through. All right, so now we're up against Buu-Tanks. So the way I wanted to play this was maybe I have to kind of postpone a little bit, play a little bit more defensively with some of my setups. Of course, as you guys saw in my items, I have like, you know, the defensive items I typically would bring to Super Battle Road just because I didn't really know what to expect here. So I have that. I have that working for me. So here we have the Kid Buu support. You see the difference with Goku's defense. It's not up to 70 or whatever it was earlier. It's only at 58 right now with only 1 Kid Buu here. So for now, Broly can get a super. And the purples hopefully would come into place. I'd rather just give it to Goku, to be honest. Kid Buu's key support passive is really nice, but I don't think it's really helping me too much. I'm pretty sure it's 2 key right now. Yep, when HP is above 80%, you get the 2 key. So that's why Kid Buu's starting off with, what is that? Well, he starts off with 3 extra key here. I don't know if it's active, actually. I might have been just below 80%. But no, Goku and Broly are starting off with 2 more, so it should be active. Anyways, I looked away for a second, so don't at me about it. But I'll just put Broly in first spot. I mean, whatever. See, that's what I figured would happen. I figured Goku would get cut off, but I might get an additional. Really, what I want to do here is avoid losing access to the... And I know this is a heal. I don't need a heal, but I'll get the defense boost. I want to avoid losing access to Kid Buu's passive, the other Kid Buu. So type advantage, Whis is worn off, but okay. 30k is not bad. All right, 465,000 or 4,000. Goku did additional. Okay, 1.5 million attack. Broly was at about 1.2 or so. No crit on the follow through, but that's fine. He's not taking anything here. And again, it's not only about maintaining Kid Buu's passive, because I chose to use Kid Buu as my leader. It's also about maintaining the overall team's attack game. Because like I said, the amount of HP you have is where the leader skill boost comes from for attack, and only attack. Now, the reason why you may have been wondering why I didn't use any other unit is because they all have mono-colored leader skills. So like Cell's is 3 key 70% attack, Gohan's 3 key 70% all stats, of course, to int, so on and so forth. Kid Buu is the only one that supported all types until Gogeta comes out and we do this the right way, assuming that Gogeta gets one, right? But until then, you know. So Gohan, like I said, is pretty much the premium character here, but he's also kind of not. This isn't a good setup for him. But whatever. I'll play along. We'll go with it. I'll give him this. It should allow me to get 2 rainbows, or 1. Either way, this works. Cell's extra key passive is really good for him. After this turn, by the way, the opponent will go down another form. So let's see what Gohan is going to do. And the cool thing about Gohan, again, nonetheless, is the attack gain that he'll get otherwise from all these attacks. If they're supers, anyway. So there's another super, speaking of supers. I'm actually kind of worried about this. He might take quite a bit from this. I'll say about 50k. 150. Never mind. Yikes. Well, there goes any sort of Kid Buu passive I had. And I knew that was probably going to happen. So I was like, you know what? I'll play along. It didn't work out. But it's only for 1 turn, though, next turn. Oh, the level 3 dodge. He might have a little more dodge, actually. Anyways, he lost access to Gotenks. All right, so I finally have Frieza and Goku, by the way. And Goku also gets the Super Saiyan, the way that they are now. Now, Frieza can finally get access to the first part of his passive with this setup. Unfortunate thing about that, which it means is good, but the unfortunate thing about that is that he doesn't get the defense boost until he gets the opportunity to attack. So, of course, those first couple of attacks before Frieza does anything will be max damage against him. Other than that, we're going to go with this. Unfortunately, the key's kind of bad for Broly, but I do want to make sure that I'm set up for next turn. And who knows, Broly might additional. 1.6. He's almost back to max HP. You know, with this team, I might actually get to see Sexy Buu in the final rotation, so we'll see. Wow, without any attack gain, their attack stat is just really bad. Ah, man, that's still too much damage. That knocked me to about 70%, which means I only get Kid Buu's secondary passive here. Which, I mean, is cool, but not cool. I need that rainbow orb. We'll see if I can get it. And of course I can't. I figured I couldn't. I think right here I'm going to use this. Gohan, his attack is going to keep going up though, so that's good. Attack's at 147k currently as opposed to the 90 that was at earlier. This man's healing so much. Double heals, my goodness, man. Relax. All right, still not doing anything. Seems like he probably needs the link active, which is fair because it's not technically active. All right, so now he loses access to Piccolo, and he reverts to STR Super Buu, which is great because he's only attacking the first spot. Goku is going to hit really hard here. Goku's got the full force of having the links active, the support passive, and the attack gain from the leader skill. And we'll go for this right here. Sorry for the delay. I thought I clicked that, and I was looking away to try to pull up Kid Buu on Dokkan Wiki really quick. Ah, 25k, that's all good. $1 million, okay. No crit though, so I'm solid. So the leader skill for Kid Buu says attack increases based on the number of HP you have left with a maximum of 80%. So just to clarify on that I brought up earlier. So I now have Gohan and Broly like I wanted earlier though. I mean, they're pretty much equivalent defensively, especially post EZA for Broly. Cell can get a super. We're getting really close to the Dokkan attack too, thankfully. All right, 647. Hopefully no suit for attack. Okay, there we go. The biggest change that they made to the Kid Buu unit was allowing for him to support below 80% HP. Because he was pretty much useless otherwise, but he still offers something now via the passive below that. I think it's 30%. Yeah, attack and defense was 30%. The issue with that, though, is he doesn't keep the 2 key support that he has initially, but that's fine. I mean, 2 key 50% to all colors is nasty broken. Goku will probably get the finishing blow here, actually. I'm actually going to put Frieza in the first spot, just so we can force a super out. Because that shouldn't trigger the Dokkan attack. If I recall correctly, anyway. If it does, then rip the dream. But we're going to go for this. Should pretty much be the last turn anyway. There goes the Dokkan attack. And it did. Okay, never mind. My mistake. That's fine. That was my misplay. Also, I was really curious and wanted to see if that was going to be true or not. I guess it's only additionals that don't, and it makes sense because he gives himself extra ki when it's his turn to attack, so he forced himself to get the super. And he doesn't crit on it, unfortunately. We do get the additional, though. I mean, Goku's attack style was pretty bad anyway. I think Goku's lost his passive by now. He's lost his passive by now. This has gone on too long. All right, Gohan. This should pretty much be it. Like, I really do think we're done any second. I really wish we could get, like, additional attacks. Broly's gonna do one, but, like, you know. Of course, I tried to speak it into existence. All right, Kid Buu, hit me with that crit. Oh, wait, this is good. One more round. There you are. You came to the party just in time for a weakened Goku to finish you off. There you are. You beautiful specimen. STR Kid Buu. Yeah, Goku is now the weakest one. This has got way too long. Oh, I spoke too soon. Oh, that's very anime/manga accurate, huh? A weakened Goku SS3 versus Kid Buu. That's very accurate. And there goes the victory. Anyways, hope you guys enjoy. Like I said, stay tuned for part 2. We will be doing that where we feature the other units, such as the Family Kamehameha units, stuff like that. So stay tuned for that. Make sure you are subscribed. Make sure you enable notifications if you don't have those on already. Hashtag Notification Squad in the comments. Thank you for tuning in. I'll catch all of you in the next one. And take it easy, guys.